Wagwan, I wanna do. My unpopular opinion is most people don't collapse because of weakness. They collapse because they ignore warning signs while feeling powerful. And honestly, Ezekiel 35 through 33 reads less like ancient prophecy and more like a front page newspaper exposing modern culture in real time. Because these chapters reveal something uncomfortable. People often become the most arrogant right before everything changes. And somehow, Psalms 144 through 146 becomes the emotional response afterwards. Because when human systems fail, people suddenly start searching for something higher to trust. When you look at Ezekiel 25 to 28, Ezekiel starts announcing judgment against surrounding nations, Ammon, Moab, Philistia, Tyre. And honestly, one thing becomes obvious fast. These nations felt entertained while watching Jerusalem fall. That feels modern because modern culture secretly enjoys watching people fail. Social media proves this constantly. People turn scandals into entertainment, pain into content, humiliation into engagement. Everyone watches collapse from a safe distance, thinking that could never be me. But Ezekiel exposes the danger of pride built on comparison. My friends, people often feel secure simply because someone else is struggling more visibly. And Tyre especially represents this perfectly. Tyre was wealthy, influential, powerful, economically advanced. It believed success made it untouchable. And honestly, that sounds exactly like modern society. People now treat wealth, status, followers, attention, and influence like permanent perfection. But Ezekiel keeps repeating the same uncomfortable truth. No system built entirely on pride remains stable forever. When you look at Ezekiel 29 to 32, powerful people often ignore reality the longest. Ezekiel turns towards Egypt, and Egypt represents something deeper than politics. It represents human confidence, military strength, economic power, national identity, and control. Pharaoh literally compares himself to a great monster in the river. And honestly, that feels familiar too, because modern culture constantly rewards the illusion of self-sufficiency. People celebrate, I don't need anyone. I built this by myself. I control my destiny. But Ezekiel exposes how fragile human control really is, because eventually every powerful system meets limits. Economies shift, careers change, bodies age, platforms decline, public opinions turn. My friends, humans often mistake temporary control for permanent security. And the terrifying part, the stronger people feel externally, the less likely they are to examine themselves internally. That's why Ezekiel's warning keep getting ignored, not because the signs weren't visible, but because comfort makes people resistant to reality. When you look at Ezekiel 33, most warnings are ignored until consequences become visible. Ezekiel 33 changes everything. The watchman returns, and the message becomes painfully direct. Warning people matters even when people refuse to listen. And honestly, this may be the most unpopular truth in modern culture, because people now avoid warning signs constantly, emotionally, financially, spiritually, mentally. People ignore burnout, toxic habits, ego, emotional instability, broken priorities, addictions, disconnection, stress, and unhealthy patterns. until consequences become impossible to hide. My friends, people usually call warnings negative until reality proves them accurate. And Ezekiel reveals something important. The goal of warnings was never destruction, it was correction before destruction arrived. But modern culture interprets accountability as judgment. Some people silence truth to protect temporary comfort. And then when you look at Psalms 144 to 146, people trust human system until human system fail. Psalms 144 starts acknowledging human fragility. Man is like a breath. That's deep, because modern culture constantly encourages people to feel larger than life. Build more, achieve more, control more, become more. But the Psalms interpret that illusion. And then Psalms 146 says something terrifying. Do not put your trust in princes. In other words, don't build your entire hope around human system. Not politicians, not celebrities, not corporations, not platforms, not popularity, not status, because humans are limited. And honestly, modern society struggles with this deeply. People keep expecting temporary system to provide permanent peace. My friends, humans often search for security in things that are just as unstable as they are. And these chapters together reveal the deeper lesson. Ezekiel exposes the collapse of pride, but Psalms 144 through 146 reveal where stability is actually found after pride falls apart, not in human power, but in humility, perspective, and dependence on something greater than ourselves. And that's my unpopular opinion.